There was something about Bluebell that really pulled me in, and I was thinking about either going to public relations or advertising or ice cream. And so I chose the ice cream and thinking, well, if it doesn't work out, then I'll go to the other. But God had a plan, and in that time at Baylor and then coming out of Baylor, I immediately went to work for the creamery. The culture was everything that I was hoping for and that I expected. The way the top, I would say, and the way the management operated, we've never really gone big on titles or family. We all have a role to do. We have a job to do. And one thing that really stuck out, and really has stuck out through the 36 years that I've been there, is we've never said, what is it going to take to be number one? Which is kind of an unusual thing. But what I hear constantly, over and over and over, is what is it going to take to be the very best you can be day in and day out? I don't care what the job is that you do, because every single role in the plant and the sales department throughout makes the whole thing work. And so it's to be the very best you can be. Work hard, cinch by the inch, just really the basic rules of business. And they've stayed that way through the entire time. The passion that comes with ice cream, I'm still amazed. And I did call just a minute ago. We got a truck on the way. The Southern Blackberry color may be tough, but we got at least 2.5 gallons going today, if not 3. But the passion is just, it has really been amazing to see how people gravitate to whatever the flavor it might be. And, I think the thing that's interesting is whether it be good times, bad times, ice cream is a reward. But more than importantly, it takes you somewhere. It takes you back to a memory of somewhere as a child, or it could be the memory you're eating right then. One of the letters, we get letters all the time from people. But the one that sticks out to me, and it really has stayed with me, was a letter a lady wrote the day her grandfather actually passed away. I mean, literally that morning. The letter started out saying, "Dear Bluebell, this morning my grandfather passed away. His name was Paul." You see, Paul was an interesting individual. He loved Bluebell. In fact, to the point where he had his own freezer, and that's all he kept in was Bluebell ice cream. I knew right then, I miss Paul. I mean, I never met him. This kind of guy I got to get to know. And when you went to visit Paul, he would always say, "What flavor of ice cream would you like?" And either you tell him, or if you didn't tell him, he'd go get a flavor that he thought you needed. Well, as Paul got older, he got Alzheimer's. And as he progressed, he got to the point where he couldn't remember who he was and who other people were. In fact, he couldn't even remember Bluebell. Even at that point, as his grandchildren, we would bring him his homemade vanilla in the afternoon. And during that time, for just that brief point, we got our Paul back. And when you read that kind of a letter, you shut the door, you don't want anybody to come in, you have to kind of regroup. And I know it's just ice cream, and it's just a job, and it's more than that. It's what you do, and as David said, it's what God He's placed you in a position and placed you in a place to do everything you can do to make a difference. And so